Metro Detroit seems to have a case of meteor madness. Incredible new video just keeps coming in of last night's celestial surprise. And today, meteorite hunters are out searching for pieces that may have fallen from the sky.
That story tops our news here at 5. The meteor many of us saw, heard, and even felt.
And this, our mock-up, is how big it was, presumably about 6 feet by 6 feet as it entered the Earth's atmosphere. Take a look from overhead. Now, of course, we imagine it's in much smaller pieces now.
Yeah, probably by now it is, I'm sure. Taking a look at some of the new video people are sending us of last night's event here. This was near 21 Mile and Hayes in Macomb Township, and you can see it really clearly in that shot there.
Wow, and this video taken in Novi after the sky lights up. Actually, here, this is kind of funny. You can see a light come on in the house on the right, which happened in a lot of houses as people wondered what in the world was going on. Now, here's the newest information from NASA on the direction the meteor was heading. There was a ton of conjecture about this last night, but this is where they believe the trajectory was, along I-96 in Livingston County. The U.S. Geological Survey estimates the epicenter of the meteor earthquake that was found to be registered on the Richter scale to have been just north of Chelsea.
But initially word got out that the epicenter was in Macomb Township.
So been two big areas where people have been searching for fragments, Macomb Township and Hamburg Township. Jason Colthorpe joined in the frenzy.
Well, you just knew if scientists could somehow pinpoint where this meteor, this bolide, possibly crashed to Earth, it would attract meteorite hunters. Well, this morning, lots of them came running to here in northern Macomb County looking for one. NASA, the National Weather Service, and the U.S. Geological Survey were all investigating what so many people saw in the Michigan sky last night. And early Wednesday, scientists had a very specific location of the epicenter of the small earthquake it created.
We were the first ones.
26 Mile and Card roads.
I'm looking for kind of small holes in the ground.
By noon, about a dozen people were walking through snowy fields.
Yeah, I want to search like 10 more minutes and then head over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna just do a few more loops.
Okay.
Some curious, some looking for a meteoric payday.
I've heard a pound could be close to $1 million, but I don't know how accurate it is.
And even more just driving by to check it out.
We're paranormal researchers, so anytime we hear something like that, we're on our way. It's been fun. Stuff like this is fun.
A good friend of mine, Bill, called and said, you know, Bill, he says, you're on TV.
Bill Esch owns the property where everyone was, well, trespassing. He hopped on his four-wheeler to politely inquire.
We're looking for the piece that's worth $1 million. I said, well, good for you. I said, the road is over there. Please go over there and look from there, not here.
Just as Bill was running them off, scientists were getting new info. The epicenter wasn't in Macomb, but 60 miles away, possibly right here in Hamburg Township. Yeah, and now people are using the little bit of daylight they have left to search in that area. We'll see if that search continues as people are very curious about this. Coming up at 6 o'clock tonight, you'll see the reaction of some of these meteorite hunters when I let them know that they were in the total wrong spot. New information has come to light and that they were looking about 60 miles in the wrong direction. Guys, back to you.
All right, Jason, that tells you something about the way that this was observed last night. People thought it had to be right in their area. And Ben's here now with an example of what so many people out there armed with these metal detectors are looking for.
This is it. This is not from last night's
You're
meeting.
right.
But this is it. And the first clue is these things are dense. When you pick it up, you notice it's a little bit heavier. Also, they're magnetic. So that's going to be your second clue.
So not only with the metal detectors, you could be out there with a magnet to snap something up.
You could be. And the final test is if you take a kitchen tile and you scratch this across the back, not the glazed side, but the rough side, this will not leave a streak. Ordinary earth rock will.
Okay.
So that will be your third test.
Cool.
Interesting little nuggets there.
And
there you go.
And the reason that we're now looking into Hamburg Township is because of this data that we got in last night. This is from the GO-16 satellite. Those 2 pixels are where the satellite picked up bright spots. This is what we normally use to map lightning. Obviously, there was none last night, but those 2 pixels, we kind of blew them up out there just over Howell. The satellite picked that up. This is a brand new satellite that we've had this year, so this lightning mapper we've never used before, and clearly we can use it for things like this. Good thing it's up there.
And of course, meteors have been falling for millions of years, but there was no Facebook before. And right now, click on Detroit.com. You'll find all of this amazing video that people are sharing of what they saw. More video and images are being added all the time. Just look for the Meteor story. You'll find it on our homepage. Kim?